everyone! Welcome back to the Easy English channel. I'm Olivia, and it's great to have you with us again today. We're going to be diving into a topic that I know resonates with so many of our listeners, something almost all English learners face at some point.
And I'm Steve. That's absolutely right, Olivia. Today we're tackling that incredibly common, often frustrating experience. Do you ever find yourself just completely forgetting words when you're trying to speak English? You know, you have the thought, you want to say something, but the specific vocabulary just vanishes into thin air?
Oh, absolutely. If this scenario sounds all too familiar to you, if it happens frequently or even just once in a while, please don't you worry even a little bit. You are absolutely not alone in this experience. It's a universal language learning hurdle.
Yes, exactly. It's funny because many English learners, they actually know a vast number of words. Their reading comprehension might be excellent, their vocabulary quizzes are top-notch, but then, when it's finally time to open their mouth and speak, suddenly those words, the ones they know so well, they just seem to disappear. It's like a magic trick, but not a fun one.
It really can feel that way. You might experience your mind feeling completely empty, like there's just a blank screen where the words should be. Or maybe you start to feel a little bit nervous, a bit anxious, because you're struggling to articulate your thoughts. And then there's that really specific, almost painful feeling of thinking, I know this word. I absolutely know it. But where on earth is it right now? It's so frustrating.
That internal monologue, I know this, is so common. But here's the really good news, and we want to emphasize this. This experience is completely normal. It doesn't mean your English is bad, or that you're not intelligent, or that you're not making progress. In fact, it's often a sign that your brain is actively working and learning, which is a good thing.
Exactly. You've hit the nail on the head, Steve. It's not a reflection of your overall language ability. This phenomenon usually happens because of several common factors. Things like stress, that natural fear of making mistakes, or often simply not having enough consistent speaking practice. These are all very normal human responses when learning something new and complex.
That's it. Think about it. Your brain is incredibly busy when you're speaking a new language. It's not just recalling words. It's simultaneously thinking about grammar rules, trying to get the pronunciation just right, making sure your sentence structure makes sense, and, yes, often striving for perfection. When your brain is juggling all these tasks, it's understandable that it might temporarily drop a simple word or two. It's overloaded, you know? It's not that the word is gone forever. It's just momentarily inaccessible because of all that cognitive load.
That makes perfect sense. It's like having too many tabs open in your brain. So, let's get into some practical strategies to help with this. Here's our first and perhaps most crucial tip for when you feel those words slipping away. Slow down.
Yes, absolutely. This is so vital. When you feel that panic starting to set in, or you sense a word isn't coming to you, take a deliberate moment. Speak slowly. Take a breath, a real calming breath. Give your brain that precious extra time it needs to process, to search its memory banks, and to retrieve the vocabulary. There's no rush, really. People would rather you take your time and communicate clearly than rush and get stuck or garble your message. It gives your mental hard drive a chance to defragment, you could say.
I love that analogy. Give your brain a moment to catch up. And that leads us perfectly to our second tip. Don't feel pressured to use big, complex words. Instead, use simple words.
Exactly. This is a game changer for many learners. You really don't need to use big, fancy, or overly academic vocabulary to communicate effectively in English. Simple English is incredibly powerful. It's clear, it's direct, and it's usually understood by everyone. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that more complex words equal better English. Often, it's quite the opposite. Clarity is king.
That's so true. And building on that, if you truly forget a specific word, let's say you've slowed down and it's still not coming, don't just stop. Try to explain it. Describe what you mean using the simple words you do know.
This is such a fantastic strategy. It shows resourcefulness and keeps the conversation flowing. For example, if you forget the word umbrella, you don't have to freeze up. You can simply say something like, "Oh, the thing you use when it rains to keep you dry over your head." Or if you forget scissors, you could say, "It's a tool with two blades that you use for cutting paper." Or even remote control, you might describe it as the small box you use to change the TV channel from the sofa. The goal is communication, not word-perfect recall. And often, the person you're speaking with will understand and even supply the word for you, which is a great learning moment.
Those are great examples, Steve. It really highlights that successful communication is far, far more important than using absolutely perfect words every single time. People appreciate the effort and clarity. Now, for our third and arguably most impactful tip, practice speaking every single day.
Yes, this can't be stressed enough. Consistent daily practice is the engine of fluency. It doesn't have to be a formal class or a stressful conversation with a native speaker every time. You can talk to yourself. Narrate your day as you're doing chores. Describe what you see outside your window. Read out loud from a book or an article, hearing your own voice forming the English sounds. Record your voice with your phone and listen back. You'll be amazed at what you notice. And, of course, speak with friends, language exchange partners, or even try to order your coffee in English. The more you activate those speaking muscles, the stronger they become.
Even just 5 minutes a day can make a remarkable difference over time. It's about building a habit, building that muscle memory. And remember this, mistakes are truly your teachers. They are not failures.
Such an important mindset shift. Every single mistake you make is a piece of valuable feedback. It means you're trying, you're experimenting, and you're actively learning. Think of them as signposts showing you where to focus your attention next, not roadblocks. Embracing mistakes takes away so much pressure and frees you up to just speak.
Exactly. Don't wait until you feel ready, because perfection is often an illusion that delays progress. Start speaking now, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. The discomfort is part of the growth.
Absolutely. Confidence in speaking doesn't come from waiting until you're perfect. It comes from taking action, from actually speaking, from trying and learning, even if it's messy at first. The more you speak, the more natural it feels, and the more confident you become.
And then, one day, almost without realizing it, you'll notice something truly amazing happening. It's a wonderful moment in every learner's journey.
Yes, you'll be in a conversation, and suddenly those words that used to vanish will just start to come faster. Sentences will feel easier to construct, more fluid, more natural. Your brain will be able to retrieve information with less effort. It's a fantastic feeling of breakthrough.
And you'll think to yourself, wow, my English is actually getting so much better. That's the reward for all your persistence and effort.
So, if you find yourself forgetting words today or even this week, just smile. It's not a setback, it's a sign.
It means you're trying, it means you're putting yourself out there, you're actively learning, and honestly, that's incredibly brave.
Keep going. Keep practicing, keep speaking. You're on the right path, and it's a journey worth taking.
We believe in you. Thanks for tuning in to the Easy English channel today. We hope these tips help you feel more confident.
See you next time, and happy learning, everyone.